take 2 days to get back yet, you know. They didn't just settle down and get comfortable.
Well, the broadheads that Joey uses work. I was actually just getting a couple Diet Cokes out of the cooler. We just needed a little pick-me-up, and I had forgotten that I turned her bow around so she could video, and I backed straight into the broadhead. It looks a little better now than what it did when it first happened, but it was bleeding. Obviously, it's still bleeding quite a bit. I actually, for a minute there, got really nervous because I could not feel my fingers, and so I didn't know what I did. But I have feeling in my hand. I have feeling in my arm. I can move it. It hurts. Don't get me wrong. It really hurts.
With us having to give the Sable some time, and Aaron injuring his arm, we decided to go after one of the animals I came to Africa for, the ostrich. Tino mentioned not to shoot the males with red legs because they were breeding males. We sat in the blind and had a lot of ostrich come in, but unfortunately, none we could shoot. That evening, we headed out to do a little spot and stalk to see if our luck would change. It seems like nothing we were doing was working, so the next day we changed concessions and changed weapons. After stalking a big male all afternoon, he finally came right in front of me.
Just reload.
Here we go.
Good job, team.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh no.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, I gotta give you a hug. Thank you.
You look nice. The neck just right, please. Yeah. The job of a tracker is never done.
So my day at Trophy Game Safaris could not get any better. I got a beautiful diker this morning and I got this beautiful ostrich this afternoon. One of the things that I wanted the most at Trophy Game Safaris was an ostrich, and I lucked out with this beautiful ostrich. One of the things that I love are their soft feathers, and their feet are humongous and they have these huge claws on them for fighting. So I am so ecstatic to get this ostrich, and my day just could not be any better. What is your name and the name of your company?
Tino Erasmus and Trophy Game Safaris is our company.
How did you start your company and where has it evolved to now?
Yeah, it's quite a story how we started the company. I think when I was in high school, I really had a big dream to become a professional hunter, but in the days that I was at high school and finished high school, there wasn't really opportunities in South Africa for professional hunting. So I ended high school and started studying for an accountant. Well, while I was working for my dad, I did part-time studies for accountant, and we ran that business for about 2 years, studied for about 2 years, and then my dad sold the business and I kind of got stuck on the street. So last resort was my dream to go do professional hunting. I guess in South Africa it's a shorter course, so went ahead and did that. And there was a friend of mine that had a company that had a couple of hunters from Zimbabwe, from America, that was hunting in Zimbabwe at the time, and they came down and did a hunt with us and became pretty good friends with them. And in those days there wasn't even emails yet. That was back in that point 1998, and we wrote letters back and forth, you know, and tried to get a place to stay in the States. And I basically just scraped up a little bit of money. My grandfather gave me a couple of cattle when I was a teenager, so at the time I had about 10, and I sold those, and that was just enough to get a plane ticket, fly up to Miami in those days, and just a little bit of pocket money, get to the States, and after a lot of work managed to sell one hunt, and came back to South Africa, did the hunt, and for the first 2 or 3 years eventually just sold 1 or 2 hunts a year, and word of mouth started getting us going, and yeah, that's where it all began. Yeah, my son was born into the business and grew up with it. He has always been around it. First time I remember taking him with was when he was 3 years old, sat on the roof rack while we were looking for game and got scratched up and screamed like a baby, although he's still a baby at the time. He's always loved it. He started hunting at a young age and been around it, just being exposed to it, and that's what he always wanted to do. I've never steered him in any direction. I've always told him he needed to do what he wanted to do, and he's been very, very interested in it and just kept on telling me that's what he wants to do. So I guess that's what he's going to do in about 6 months from now.
I am Rowan Erasmus. I'm the son of the owner of this farm, Tino Erasmus, and I'm 17, turning 18 and on December 18.
And how did you decide you wanted to work here after high school?
Well, it started when I was young. My father started this business, and when I grew up, my passion for this just got better and better. And as the years went past, the business that we're doing, it just fascinates me. It fascinated me. The further we went, it fascinated me every year. And now it feels like not a work for me, but a passion. And it's something that I would like to do one day, and not just do it to make money.
So what is your favorite part of working at the park?
Well, that's a hard question. The favorite part is that we are a family. We're not here to just work. We make a bond with our clients, and we make sure that they are comfortable and that they feel at home. And we stay friends and we stay in touch, and as the years go by, we always stay in touch with them and keep on talking to them and send an email here and there. And then when they come, they feel comfortable and they feel like they're part of our Trophy Game Safaris family.
That last day, everybody's nerves were running high. This was the last opportunity we were going to have to find this sable. So we grabbed the rifle and we headed out, hoping to get a chance at this beautiful animal. We stalked that sable for about 3 hours and had a couple opportunities, but we just couldn't get the job done. So as it got hotter, we didn't want to push the sable. We knew he was going to bed down. We decided to head to a different blind, let him relax, and hunt for some different animals. He's right here. So today's basically the last day of the hunt here at Trophy Game Safaris. Still looking for my sable. We actually went out all afternoon yesterday. We did find him right at dark, but we could not get close to him. Nerves were running pretty good this morning when we went out, but we did find him, and we got within 75 yards of him twice and could not get a shot. And I did switch to rifle just because it was the last day, and I knew that we had to make something happen. This afternoon it was going to get really hot, so we decided to sit in the blind, see what came in. We were actually sitting here visiting, and 2 great impala rams came in, and I was able to shoot. Good thing was my arm felt great. 2 days ago, I was in the same blind is where I poked my arm. Still got stitches in it, pulled back, and everything feels great. So we're going to call Tino and the trackers and get the impala. He ran 30 yards. When Tino and the crew came in to pick up that impala, they also brought with them some good news. They had found the sable, and he was up and moving, and he was working the exact same ridge that he was before. So we got back into a second blind that this team had built for us and waited, knowing that we now had 2 hours left in this hunt. Every time we'd seen that sable in the past feeding through this ridge, he always had at least one Inyala bull with him. So when that first Inyala bull fed past the blind, we were both very optimistic that we were going to see him one more time.
Did you get him?
Yeah.
Good job.
I think I got him anyway.
I heard something fall.
You did?
It sounded like it.
I think the first one. Let's hope. Oh man, I hope it was a good shot. I think it was. When you ran by, it looked like the blood was good. I just hope it wasn't too far back.
He really bucked.
What?
He really reared up, and hunched up when you hit him, so.
Is anything about this guy going to be easy? Come on, man. Please tell me it's the right one. Dude, awesome. Awesome.
He's beautiful.
Holy moly. Good save. Oh my gosh, look at that. Now I see what you mean. I got all the damn Sable were looking alike to me. And I swear to God, every Sable I was looking at, the left one was a little shorter than the right one. You can see that now, right? Now I can see it.
Look way that.
Wow. What did Joey say? We always wait till the last minute, man.
You're the last minute man. Come back.
Thank you guys for all your work, man. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for all your work. Well, obviously you can see this afternoon paid off. You saw my interview from last time when we were sitting in the blind this afternoon because we actually couldn't even find him. And so we just went out to basically see if we could hunt some other animals and kind of get our mind off things. They located him, I think, a little after 3 o'clock today, and he was feeding up this ridge. And we decided to try and get back in the second blind that this team built for me. We were there probably 2 hours, and 2 Inyala bulls had came in, and they were actually really calm, so that made me feel good. When I saw him though through the thicket, that's probably the most nervous I've been. And I was like, holy cow. But he came out, got a clear shot. I thought the shot was good, but I wasn't sure. I took another shot as he was running right past the blind. He made it about 100 yards. So one of the most beautiful animals on the planet. Definitely a team effort, the whole team, the PHs, the trackers, my wife. Great ending to a hunt. This past year, Joey and I got to travel and hunt some amazing places, but more importantly than that, we got to meet some absolutely incredible people.
Whether it was the beautiful kids at Nicosi's Haven, the people who make the Hunters for Hunger program in Montana so successful, or just watching the bond between parents and their kids, we were blessed to be involved with so many great stories.
Hunting is our way of life, and we'll never apologize for that. We understand the importance of conservation, feeding the less fortunate with our harvests, and the need to show all the positives associated with this great sport.
We'd like to thank our outfitters, sponsors, friends, and family for helping us and believing in us while we took this journey.
Giving back is more than a TV show. It's a vision and a movement, and we encourage everyone to join us and give back each and every day. Thank you again for an incredible first season. We'll see you guys next year on Giving Back.